and me.
Wild West.
Wild West and me. Come here, my husband. I'm not planning to live in USA.
Do me a favor and a little louder, please.
Yeah, I'm not planning to live in USA. It's not my dream for my life. I have really interesting, different life. I travel much more, 70 countries. I was born in some region, and the same. I live in Kiev, in Moscow, in Poland, in Krakow, in Barcelona. But the life, you doesn't know what you have, and the woman all the time, she changed her life. My life has been really interesting. I am a lawyer, I have a lawyer company, I'm specialized for intellectual property, trademark, copyright. The same, I'm a producer, we have film festival. I do really interesting, a lot something life. But in one spiritual training course, I met this guy. And this guy changed totally my life. And I'm not thinking where I live. I come to the Vlad. What kind of the Colorado? What's the name, the city where he lives? I know the Denver. I don't know what is in the Durango. Where is this Durango? My parents ask, Ilona, do you know where is this Durango? What is that? I don't thinking about this. Because my love and I come here. When I come here, I feel totally shocked because I'm so much different than style life in the Durango. I was really active, I like drink coffee in special restaurant, driving the car, and when the Vlad the first proposed me hiking, what is this? I doesn't have this type of shoes, and we come to the hiking, and he told me, yeah, I feel comfortable for that. When we come back, I asked, when we come back? He told, no, when you think about, maybe we now come back because I'm so much tired. I thinking about this 5 minutes. And I thought, okay, come here, we come to different place. Yes, my life was totally different, and with this difference, this book about this conflict with the culture. Because in Europe, we drink small coffee with beautiful something, and it's been like, here, have been there, 2 liters, 1 liter with this, it's really different eating, all spicy all the time. I come to the kitchen, all spicy, and we met in the Karma is us friend, what we have really love, and the same in this my life has been really interesting. I am the first come together with 2 girls come from Odessa, and the same my style life. And we come to Mesa Verde. We bring leaves, we bring this, but we don't bring water. And we come to the Mesa Verde, takes away, we understand no possible come back. And it's not the garden, it's not the walking with the garden. And a lot old people go, and we look at this, it was been, Mesa Verde, what is this? It's my first trip in the Mesa Verde, and I have much more understand. I was being really tired, and the girls the same, but we're so much happy because we do this. We have to do this hiking and all. And the same, it was be really interesting trip in San Diego. My first trip in this, in Los Angeles, Hollywood, and we come to the spiritual center, Sedona. I'm looking at Sedona. It was really interesting, and I think, oh, Sedona, we need to do the same. He having the stupa. And when we come to in the Karma place, when we come to Durango, we come to this Nepal restaurant because it's my favorite restaurant, and people, I like Buddhism. That's why in the book really a lot talking for Buddhism and Karma. And the Karma come and I talk, Karma, we need to build stupa here. He talk, what? The European girl asked for the stupa and know what is that. And we try to friendship with the Karma, and it was really interesting. And I tried to build film festival. What is the same new in Colorado, in Durango. In Durango have film festival, Durango Film Festival, my totally different. And Nadim, us friends, Karma, and we organized 86 sponsors who be in the festival.
Wow.
It was be really huge, the same really a lot, because it was be 50% Ukrainian sponsors, 50% here small business is, and we organized really interesting festivals. All open ceremony be in Kiev, and I do management online event. The same be exhibition art in Denver, and the same here was be in the red carpet people within the gala dress, what is in the really not typical in Durango. And he organized this event, film festival. The same, I come to Miami, it would be really interesting information for my travel, my look in USA, what is totally different here, and that in the February it was be same really interesting. I come to Harvard, I was trying to study management, investment management. What is this? For me it would be interesting, these new basicals, and we have a good life, we change place. I try to be friendship, we organize, you remember, meeting in the IT, it was in the entrepreneurs, and in my book about the woman who built business, what is that and why she need to do this for leadership. And 24 for February, I call my mom and she talked, and she cried, bombing. And
Was she in Odessa?
she be in the Kiev, the capital of Ukraine, and the 5 cities have in the bombing, and it's break my heart. It will be really difficult for this situation because you doesn't know. And these 6 months, every day we are talking with mom. Are you live? Yes, I am live. We don't ask about are you happy, what do you feel. You live? Yes, I live. And change, life totally changing. And this huge conflict was become in my book the same with me. And I try to explain in this book what we do together within the Nadine, with the Karma, with different friends, with the Vlad, for do the first trip. It was be really winter time. We the first come to fencing club with my Vlad husband to fencing club, and it was be the first meeting what we do for support Ukraine. Without nothing, I bring my art. Art is different. The Durango, we try to sell, we support like the $1,000 for this, and these people who the first buy my art, and we do this and bring this in Ukraine and try to help for pumpkin show. But in the same this time I give a lot of money for my friends who live. Now in Ukraine live 8 million people. In this moment it's left.
8 million people left Ukraine.
And my
Only
job
8 million?
8 million left Ukraine.
Wow, only.
And in my job, like my volunteer, because we have different time, I call in Ukraine, give him money for in the trip, and we sell my friends who have the 5 children. He have lived come to Kharkov, where is a huge pond here. Come to Yulu, this movie from Kharkov, and he lived for Kharkov. He come to Romania, and I be talking with him all the time, connection with him, he come or not. And in the Romania was be my friends volunteer, and my friends volunteer from Holland, the same my friends, he give him money for ticket and he fly for the Holland, and now he live in Holland. We support the same the Vlad sister, his расскажи про Харьков.
There were many people from Kharkov that were helped, transportation costs. There was a friend of my cousin who helped to get a transportation money, and she left her apartment, her house, at 8 in the morning. At 11, it was gone. So there was a missile strike, and if she wouldn't get on that train, she wouldn't be with us today.
Lots of family. He have his father having a sister. He live here, 2 daughters, together with 2 husbands, and his children the same. And he the same having the brother with the children, and the same this. It's 4 family for real. Us in the Kharkov, and every month we give him little money, not a lot, like 100, but one family, 100 is the months. It's normal 200. It's normal for month's life.
Right.
And that's why we give here the booking in all shops here. Some people like us, like Nadine. Some people give like in this $600 in this box. Some people have in the little bit, but this little, it's really important for us because we do this job every day. The Vlad child, his cousin child, his children be in the near Izum. Bombing 25 days without eating, without nothing. He eating in the ground and looking this for child. Child when he come and bring was be really different, and we bring this child in Netherlands. I think we have support my 200 families for this. It was be
Wow.
really hard. I don't sleep every night because in the sleeping in the night it's a time for Ukraine, and we do the money from here, bring in my credit card and bring this. We open here the NGO organization and we try to do something events for like talking for this. The first big huge event is be in the Nadine together with the radio station. It must be winter
It
time,
was
so
very
much
good.
cold.
A rally, yeah, we
It's
did a
been
rally.
60 people together without with something talking with this, and I never have do action in the street. It's my first. I never do this, and we talk like support Ukraine, stop one, and we go out to the street. It was really crazy cold, and people want do like talking for support. I'm alone Ukraine here. We doesn't have Ukrainian groups here. All
I've met 2 Ukrainians here in Durango.
yes, but
Rare.
yes,
It's rare.
now I
Now
do
you're
this
free.
for that, and we come to and try to organize online concert for support Ukraine, like classical people do in the online. And as partner, Susanna Iladan, who is the professional boundaries, is the Grammy people manager. Look for her. I do a lot post for that, and he invites you come to the Grammy. And we together, like team for Susanna, we come to the Grammy, and it was really interesting because it was all USA, all music, pop music was we support Ukraine, and this together with
John Legend.
Legend, it was be really interesting with these visions for that. The second, we come here and try to do events here with Susanna, and we try to study music, and with Vlad, last month we organized
A fundraiser with
concert Ukraine.
we were singing Ukrainian songs, so there were a bit. I think there's some people here
It's
who actually.
wonderful.
Yes.
So
It's for you.
And the most, the same huge in the Karma, he organized gala buffet here, and we eating together, and the same really, the first meeting in the here, we really a lot of people, much more than 60. We organized like $9,000. It's
Wow.
really the same important. And I think for these 6 months as job, the same this exhibition what you do last, what we organized, it's the same for support Ukraine. In this day, all money what we organize, we put together, we bring for children in the summer. Summer it's my city where I was born, and my sister, she worked like social
Social worker.
like social worker, and now I asked her what's the most hard now. She told I have in the family only 1 mom and 2 child, like invalid.
Who 2 children who are handicapped.
That's why he needs to
Certainly.
help him in the hospital. These people from Nikolaev, and he bring from Nikolaev and come to in the Lvov in the summer where is that. That's why this money come to concretely this family. That's why this you support this ticket what you do and the money what you organize. It's be concretely for support child within this that. In the other organization, no possible help 45 million people, but it's possible help concretely people, concretely child, concretely people. People ask me why you know this. I have really a lot of friends, a lot of friends. These 200 families, it's much more, a lot of my friends from Mariupol, from in the Kharkov, from Kyiv, from Bucha. That's why I know people, we talk concretely within the family what we want support. For the book, we need your email. In your email, we bring this book for online now. And I think the print book be like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's be in the Karma, and you need to give the same as telephone. We call you and you bring here, or we give you individual, depends. Because I live, it's my last event, what I preparation here, and we try to live in
We
the
will miss
Miami.
you guys.
Oh yes.
So Elena was worried that there won't be enough conflict in the book, and of course then war started.
Oh, great, more conflict.
So and that made a huge conflict, of course.
Yes, of course.
Because and of course she's also conflicted because of her heritage. Her grandmother is Russian. She's from Russia, and her grandfather's side is from Ukraine.
My family really Ukrainians, and I'm really nationalist, and I really love my country. My grandfather met my grandmom when it's in USA, USA, SSR, it was the all big country and we all the time friendly. I was studying in Moscow. I have really a lot popularity and interesting people, friends in Moscow. But when it starts, the life totally changed. I believe some people in the Russia, doesn't matter what kinds of lot you have, know what is in the bad and what is in the good. What now happens is, it's like in the white and black, and you have only in the one positions. Are you black because
Right.
you support the people who kill children, or you white and you want help and support children? What now the bombing? You doesn't have different way, only the one. Support Ukraine, help about that. And that's why we want for you looking, it's possible look art, it's possible buy. Now all donation what you talk, doesn't matter how much money, $1 or $2 for me doesn't matter, 10, 100 doesn't, 1,000 millions. For me, yes, and but it's for you. I want you have bring something and it's being the, like remember that. I know this photo is so much hard, it's not possible, but it's really очень популярная фотография в мире сейчас.
Yeah, these are very known photos in the world. They were featured in the biggest newspapers and magazines.
I thought I recognized some of them.
Yes, and it's from Bucha, it's from Ukrainian children with this. If you want something concretely help us, the same we have box in the Ukraine here in the city. Please, if you look and try to give something.
There's donation boxes all over town in different stores.
Yes, we are really thank you. Today we look the movie
Let me jump in real quick and ask one quick question
Yeah.
and make one comment that I don't think you know. Surprised she doesn't know this. Durango actually won an award called Worst Dressed in the West.
Дуранго победила как самая худшая одетая.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
did we?
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
we.
I know this.
Okay, so it's okay. You're out right now. But listen, we'll go to the thrift store. We'll get you decked up like a Durango.
Well,
No problem.
she just brought up the standard, obviously.
I'm teasing.
You know, I'm really professional for changing image of people.
More. That's right.
I
Professional.
work with a lot of people for changing and help like producers.
He's dressed up like a lawyer right now, or he's going to a funeral.
He now looks
He's
like,
trying to keep up with her.
Okay.
he now looks like my
Oh, good.
husband.
That's now you come to my cool question. One question.
Yeah.
Just do me a favor and sort of give us a brief sort of. What was the moment? How did you two meet? What was the spark? And I'm going to ask him first, and I'd be curious to know if you got it right. What was the moment you go, okay, that's the moment?
Okay.
There was a moment. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, it was destiny, because the way we met, I mean, it was
You
pandemic.
met somewhere, right?
It was pandemic when you couldn't go anywhere or to another country, and we were able to do that and meet in Barcelona
I think
during the
that-
pandemic.
I think the most important, we are really so together. We all soul together. All
Yeah.
people here, we one soul. And I'm studying spiritual, VB in the spiritual training. The spiritual training, I'm healer, professional healer. It's my client here, and in the Barcelona I heal. I do this job. When I come to my country, I'm really busy for lawyers and doesn't have time for this. But I like for myself study for this. It's my patience. And I come to and like 2 years, don't touching people for my hands. Now I talk and my energy now go. And but my friends talk. I do some spiritual questions. When you do, it's like you clean yourself or something. Because healing, you need really big heart. Do this. It's a really special job what I do. And I doesn't touch him. And my friends, he have feel not comfortable. And I try to healing her, and she feel better. And I was so much happy because when you heal people and you look this face and the face change and the smile, you have feel really happy. It's my это самая благодарная работа.
It's the most grateful work.
And I write in this together chat when we together all friends. How many people be? My 100, I think, a lot. And I write it's been the 2 o'clock in the night in Ukraine.
On Facebook.
I write like, wow, healing people, it's really wonderful. I really love this job. It's fantastic. And the Vlad talk, yes. And
That was
now
his
it's his
yes.
talking.
And I had no idea why I said that. I just did, and then we started.
But it felt right at the moment.
That's it. Yes.
And you've been in Durango for
20 years.
20 years?
Yeah, actually,
Wow.
since 1999, so it's more than that.
Wow.
Yes,
So,
and we are started.
Started talking, decided we need to meet, and we did.
Okay. And you met in Barcelona?
Yeah, and the rest is history.
You have traveled for me three
Yeah,
days.
I think I had like 4 or 5 connecting flights
Ah.
because all flights were cancelled in the pandemic.
Oh.
So they had to
Oh.
find on the fly really, you know,
And when I
which way
met
I should go.
him, he come, it was be really night, I wait, I'm not possible waiting flat, I come to some elevator and I took for him. And took, it's the best smell what I have. And I think it's this type of the work. And
Yeah, we
it's
just
really
felt
great.
connection right away. That was easy.
And the second day I told, guys, I doesn't have time, married or not married, or leave.
Right.
He took, yes. It's
So
Yes.
the Ukraine woman, we have really concretely with that. Yes, not. Yes, not.
Now, I'm going to say this, and it's very interesting to me because I go on TikTok a lot and on YouTube, and there's a lot of Ukrainian women out there, and a lot of them are just as good looking as you, and they just get out there, and they are very similar in their delivery, in their manner. Lexi comes to mind, a whole bunch of people that are Ukrainians, and they're trying to explain to the world what is going on and who they are. And it's like do you have a mold and they stamp your type out?
what do you mean?
Oh, in other words, yeah.
sorry.